Shalom, everyone. Welcome to the Daily Halacha. The Daily Halacha is sponsored by the Morgan family in memory of Bella's mother, Dr. Ellen Shanzer of blessed memory, Ilana Bat Yisrael. We are now moving on to the question of eating dairy after meat. Even though we mentioned that setting aside the question of hard cheese, which we talked about last time, if one eats meat and they want to eat dairy, then they need to scrub and wash their mouth. We talked about how that is done. But when it comes to eating dairy after meat, we have to wait. And that is because we're concerned that the meat may be caught between our teeth, or there may be some residue in our mouth. It takes us longer to digest. There are different answers discussed in the sources about why it is that we have to wait. The Talmud that introduces the idea of waiting after one has eaten meat before one eats dairy actually provides incredible suggestion as to how we should do that. The Gemara talks about Mar Ukva, who was one of the Amoraim, who testified about himself that he is of a much lower stature, if you will, than his father, because his father would wait 24 hours between eating meat and dairy, while he, Mar Ukva, only waits until the next meal. And that statement that Mar Ukva makes, that he waits only until the next meal, is the source of the various customs that we may be familiar with in terms of how long to wait between meat and dairy. There's the well-known 6-hour custom, the less well-known 1-hour custom, and the middle approach, the 3-hour custom. And what we're going to do tomorrow is to understand where we came to these different customs from, and it's all based on how the Rishonim, on how the medieval commentaries understand the statement of Mar Ukva that he would wait until the next meal. What does the next meal, under what circumstances, what social circumstances, how many meals did they eat in the time of the Talmud? That's all going to be our discussion. But we'll leave it here today with the recognition that no one has a 24-hour custom, that even though Mar Ukva's father would wait 24 hours, that custom did not become accepted halachic practice. Mar Ukva's custom of waiting until the next meal, whatever that means, did, and that is what we will discuss going further. Have a wonderful day, everybody.